Hey, what is going on? Brandon DIY here, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how to replace an alternator on a between 2013 to 2018 Nissan Altima 2.5 liter engine. So the first thing we need to do is remove the engine cover. There are 3 screws holding that in. You're going to remove those and you're going to have access to the engine and also the alternator. There is a bolt that you need to remove from the top of the alternator itself. I'm going to be leaving links down in the description below for a new alternator and also for a tool set so that you can have all the tools you need to complete a project like this. One other thing you need to do is you need to disconnect this sensor from the alternator. And now we're going to take a look at the bottom of the vehicle going in through the side, and this is going to take us to the point where we can actually release some of the tension on the belt, and that is how we're going to be able to remove the serpentine belt. Now these are the pieces that hold in that plastic wheel well. There's going to be about 3 of them. You're simply going to pop those out. You can use a flathead screwdriver, or if you have a specialized tool, use that. And that is going to give you access to going in from the bottom into the engine bay. And this is where you're going to use a socket and a ratchet to kind of loosen up there. You see that there's that tension bolt there. You're going to actually be able to loosen that up, and as I said, this is how the serpentine belt is going to be loosened, because that has to come off of the alternator before you actually are going to be able to replace it with the new one. It won't come out if this serpentine belt doesn't come out. So you're going to take your ratchet with your socket and you're going to move it. You're going to push it in one direction, and that is the direction when you push it to the right, where you're pushing it forward, kind of not backwards but forwards. That's how you're going to release the serpentine belt. All right, so now back to the top of the engine bay. We now have the serpentine belt that has been released. We can kind of push that off to the side and it will fall. You can easily connect once you apply back that tension. But now we have about 3 bolts that need to be removed. Some of them are a little bit more difficult than others. You're going to want to take your time with this. If you have an automatic ratchet tool like this one, an electric one, that's going to go a long way, because if you try to do this by hand, it's going to take you quite a while, and then that bottom bolt is a very difficult bolt to remove. You then want to take a pry bar, pry off the alternator. You can do it gently. You don't really need to apply too much force, and it should come out fairly easily. Once you've got the alternator out, you then can replace it with a brand new one. Again, there's a link down in the description below for a brand new alternator. Make sure you get all the bolts out before you try to yank it out, because you might be trying to pull it and it feels like it's not coming, but it's simply because not all the bolts were removed. All right, so that's really all there is to it. If this video was helpful, please make sure to like. Any questions at all, comment below. And if you want more content like this, please make sure to subscribe. Remember, all of the product links that I talked about in this video, they are linked down in the description below for your convenience, but also it helps support this channel and it helps support me making more content like this. So thank you for watching, and until next time.